can you see me?
Yes, this morning I can see you and hear your voice clearly.
Okay, that's great. So, yes, how are you today?
So far, so good. How about you?
Yeah, same here. I'm doing great. Everything is well. How about the weather or typhoon? I heard the typhoon from Philippines is now in Japan.
Yeah. First typhoons, we are lucky, so the far away and become tropical atmosphere. But this typhoon have a lot of damage for heavy rain. So my area is not damaged, but some variety of areas have a lot of the flood victims. Anyways, in Japan, we are starting the rainy season, so the weather forecast section says we have to care more heavy rain than the usual days.
Yeah. Actually, it's also the start of rainy season here in Japan because it's already June.
Yes.
But yeah, it's still hot. Yeah, it's still hot. Yes, it is still hot, and every day we experience rain every afternoon. Yeah, but in the morning it's very, very hot. Yeah.
Very.
Okay, so yes, thank you for sharing about that. So, are you ready for our lesson?
Yes, I prepared for my lesson.
So yes, our lesson material for today will be lesson 16, cashing a check. Is this correct?
No, you are correct.
Okay, so now let's proceed to exercise 1, picture description. Okay, please describe the picture shown below.
Okay, in this picture, I can see thick checkbook. It's almost new. Checkbook and dark red ballpoint pen. So this ballpoint pen looks like very expensive, very fancy. And someone is about to write the figures on the space checkbook. So on the checkbook, I can notice that there is numbers and characters. This checkbook design of background is something old style structures. This structure may be the headquarters of the bank. Totally color this checkbook is sky blue. So this checkbook's character may be using the Spanish. This checkbook is on the near white board, maybe white desk. That's all.
Okay, yeah, so yes, thank you very much for describing this picture. So, yeah. Okay, so this time, let's proceed to exercise 2. So, we are going to read a dialogue between speaker A and speaker B. So, first, I will be speaker A, and you will be speaker B, okay?
Okay.
Okay, hey, why are you in a hurry?
I need to cash a check, and clearing time is until 12 noon only.
I can lend you some money if it's a rush.
No thanks. I need to cash a check because I'm going to on a business trip this week. Actually, I'm going to buy some traveler's check.
Oh, I see.
If you want to help me, maybe you can drive me to the bank. My brother used my car to go to the office.
Yeah, sure, let's go.
Great, thanks. I'll just get a checkbook out of the desk at my room.
Okay, very good. So now let's switch rule. You'll be speaker A and I'll be B.
Okay. Hey, why are you in a hurry?
I need to cash a check and the clearing time is until 12 noon only.
I can lend you some money if it is a rush.
No thanks. I need to cash a check because I'm going on a business trip this week. Actually, I'm going to buy some traveler's checks.
Oh, I see.
If you want to help me, maybe you can drive me to the bank. My brother used my car to go to the office.
Yeah, sure. Let's go.
Great, thanks. I will just get the checkbook out of the desk at my room. Okay, so yes, so everything is clear in exercise 2.
Oh, no problem. Thank you.
Okay, so now let's proceed to exercise 3. So read the following words, expression used in the dialogue and make sample sentences using them.
Okay, travel checks, check issued by the bank by the specific amount and signed by the buyers, which may use it as cash. So, my days in young, I often use travel checks for foreign trips. But nowadays, I've never used it. A pretty long time ago, I heard a news. This system is perfectly abolished. Because nowadays, credit card using the anywhere and that card possible to cashing. And most of the country, the ATM machine is everywhere. I think the traveler check ending that law. That's all.
Okay, yes. Okay, so next.
Drive me, take me in your cars. So, in Japan, there is a very severe punishment for drunk drivers. Some case, it impose a fine 1 million, more than 1 million yen. So, yes, so my son, who lives in the next door to my house, sometimes asked me, so drive me to the drinking place or place of party. So that's all.
Yeah, to be safe.
Yes, of course.
Yeah. Okay, so next, number 3.
Rent, provide gifts. So in Japan, there is a very famous proverb. So I'll translate into Japanese. So it's don't rent your money to your friend. After that, you must lose both money and friend. Can you understand? Okay.
So you have a proverbs like that in Japan, so that you don't lend money from your friend.
The small money is no problem. So not rent small money. My feeling is give money to my friends. So if my friend forget lending money, so no problem. But amount of money I don't rent.
The big one, big amount.
How about you? You can experience rental money?
Actually, here in Philippines, that is common.
Mm.
Lending money to our friends, our neighbors, like that. But the saddest part here, if you are going to lend money, in my experience, because I lend money from my friend, per month, it's like they are going to increase. For example, I lend 20,000 pesos. So each month it will increase, it has interest of 20% per month.
Mm.
Something like that. So their money will increase
Oh.
if you lend money.
Mm.
Yeah. Yes.
But some
Mhm.
cases they can't return back to the money. So big
Yeah.
needs make a serious trouble.
Yeah, exactly. So usually, yeah, there's a lot of cases, something like that, that a friend borrowed a big amount of money to her friend, and then yeah, it's been a very long time. Yeah, he or she didn't repay the money. So yeah, their friendship are broken. It's broken because of the money. So yeah, it usually happen here in Philippines.
Yeah, it's like a Japanese famous proverb.
Yes, exactly. So actually, money can break your friendship.
Yeah, yes.
Yes. Okay. So yes, thank you very much for making your own sentences. Okay. So now let's proceed to exercise 4. Comprehension questions. So answer the following questions. Okay, number 1.
Please ask me.
So why do the speakers talk about traveler's check?
Speaker B this week have a plan to make a business trip. I think this is definitely abroad business.
Yes. So yeah, so that's why the speakers are talking about the traveler's check, because
Yeah, yes.
the speaker B is planning to go abroad or to travel. Okay. Oh yeah, speaking of, did anyone borrow money? Why do you say so?
He did not rent the money, but he offered to the speaker B small money. I can rent you, but he refused that offer. That's all.
Yes, he didn't. He didn't borrow money. Instead, he asked the other speaker to drive her or him to the bank.
Yes.
Okay. Do you use traveler's check?
Yes. During my younger days, it's a very convenient and safe system. There's a lot of advantage using this system, but the time changed. This system is perfectly abolished. Anyway, do you know the system of travel check?
Actually, no. I am not familiar of this kind of checks. Yes.
Yes, I'll explain. So when I make travel abroad, so the from my bank issue the travel check. So that travel check consists of the variety of amount of dollars. So from the $20 to the $100. So that check can use almost same as cash when I go to the abroad. So and that check need my correct sign. So that's the reason for the safe. If I drop it, so another person don't use that travel check because they can't write my sign. So and it's anyways safe and exchange rate is good, is very minimum approach and passionate. So that's all.
Yeah, because I don't use any checks because I don't have that big money to use checks, and I also don't have credit cards or something like that. But I also have some debit cards.
Yeah, it's nowadays completely changed our situation. So it's a very old time conversation.
In Japan, most of the people use credit cards.
In my case, most of I use credit cards. So, but some young generation use their cell phone. Cell phone can use as cash. So, and can you hear me?
Hello?
I'm sorry. Maybe my PC have trouble. So disconnecting the internet.
Yeah, yes. Okay, so yeah, what was that again?
Okay.
Yeah, all about credit cards, some cards.
Yes, I almost used my credit cards, but young generation use their cell phones because cell phone can use as a cash. So maybe there's a lot of the displays, tablets systems. So, and in Japan there's 4 or 5 systems using the tablet as a cash. So, but I like using my credit cards.
Okay, so yes, thank you for sharing that. So how about number 4? How often do you take trips, or what countries have you been to?
So far, I go to the travel abroad more than 30 times. For example, Europe 5 or 6 times, or United States 3 or 4 times, in Canada 2 times, New Zealand, Australia, and many of Asian countries. For example, Korea, China, Thailand, Vietnam, Cambodia, Malaysia, Indonesia, Singapore, Hong Kong, Taiwan, India, Egypt. Also, I can visit Russia and Dubai, USA. So, anyway, I have some experience for travel abroad.
Mm-hmm. Wow. Oh, that's so nice because yeah, I haven't tried traveling abroad, so I hope I can also experience something like that. Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so which is more convenient to use, a check or cash? Why?
It depends on the amount of money. So the fractional currency is cash is more convenient. But amount of money, heavy money, so check is safe. But in Japan, we don't use it. But Japanese society don't have a custom to use a check. And most of the payment using the check credit cards. So, and if you need cash, so sometimes I use my bank's ATM's cash card. That's all.
Okay, so yeah, it depends on the situation.
Yes.
If you use big amount of money, so you prefer to use check, but if a small amount of money, you will just use your cash card.
Definitely.
Okay, so yes, thank you very much for your answers. So everything is clear in exercise 4.
No problem. Thank you.
Okay, so let's proceed to exercise 5, perspective. Do you agree or disagree? Why? Check payments are becoming less popular than other forms of payment such as debit and credit cards.
Nowadays, society, check is don't use anymore. Instead of the check, we can use smartphone, so and credit cards. So I guess finally we have a society of cashless. But Japanese company system is still using the promissory note. So that's all.
Yes, exactly. So actually, it is true that check payments have been declining in popularity compared to other forms of payment such as debit and credit cards, as well as the digital payments methods. So yeah, so because of there are several factors that contribute to this shift. So just like what you've said, the convenience, the speed, and security. So in this sentence, I agree with this. Okay, how about number 2? Playing with cash is still the best option to play.
It's small money is the best way to using the cash. But as I mentioned earlier, so the big money don't fit cash. Cash is very dangerous, so it might be a steal or a ban or a lot of other risks. So we can choose another payment for credit cards or cashing card or some other cell phones systems. So that's all.
Yes. Okay, so thank you very much for giving your opinions about these topics. So I'm so sorry we don't have enough time. So thank you and have a good day. Goodbye.
Goodbye. Thank you. Bye-bye.